Hey everyone, today in our New Year, New Job, New Outlook video, we are welcoming back our expert, Diane Huth, the accidental career coach on interviewing. Diane, thank you so much for being here and welcome back.
Why, thank you so much, Lana.
So glad to have you back again, Diane. So let's talk about interviews. You talk about 2 questions you believe can make or break a person's chances of receiving an offer. How would you suggest people also prepare for these 2 questions that you're going to talk about?
Well, I think the 2 key questions, let's face it, there's so much data on you online. They don't need an interview to know if you have the skills. They've got a resume, they've got your LinkedIn, they've done a search. They know everything about you. They know your college, your education, your jobs, everything. So why would they bring you in for an interview? It's fit. Are you going to fit as part of my team? And why should I hire you? So the 2 key questions that you're going to face are, number 1, the one everybody hates. Tell me about yourself. And the second one is, why should I hire you instead of somebody else? So you really need to understand those 2. And what I recommend for the first one's going to be, they're going to sit down, tell me about yourself. They've got this piece of paper here, tell me about yourself. And this is not a, walk down memory lane. This is a very structured 2-minute drill. So in 2 minutes, you've got to tell people your early background for 15 seconds, your education, what you did, your early career, later career, and why you're here, why you're transitioning. So you've got to do this in 2 minutes. So you say something like, I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, went to UTSA, and I fell in love with the study of marketing. And so I got my bachelor's and later on a master's degree in marketing. I was so lucky. I got recruited to work for Frito-Lay in their Dallas headquarters. I worked on these 3 brands over a 7-year period of time. And then I got married, and my husband was in the military, and we were deployed to New Jersey. So I had small children, and I had to make this terrible choice to leave the career and the job that I loved to move to New Jersey. So I moved, and I was very fortunate to get a job with this company. I worked there for 5 years, but they knew that my husband was in the military and we were going to be deployed. So he has just retired, or he has left the military after, finishing his career obligations. And now we're fortunate to move back to San Antonio. I can bring my children home to be near their grandparents. And now I'm looking at restarting my career in the field that I love, which is working for your company. Boom. So that's transition. You're telling a story that brings to them why I'm here today meeting with you, and I am now ready to start to work, and I have the backup, and I'm ready to focus on my career with your company. That work for you, Lana?
Yes, that sounds great.
Okay. And so it's 2 minutes. It is not wandering around over things that matter. It's 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is know your why. Right. And they're going to want to know, why should we hire you instead of these other 5 people we've seen today? And that's going to come down to your passion. Okay. Why should we hire you? What makes you special? And you want to talk about your characteristics that are going to set you apart, your grit, your determination, your social justice, your passion for helping people, for doing the jobs. You need to be passionate and explain why you're the right person for this job and how you're going to help them fill a need that they have to help their customers or whatever the role is. So you need to talk about your why, and it has to be authentic, but it should also be inspirational. Right. Okay, so you can have stories that help explain your background and times that you overcame challenges and adversity to be able to meet the needs of the time, whatever it is that shows your integrity, your grit, determination, willingness to work, concern for other people, whatever it is that makes you special and right for this role. You need to be able to tell those stories.
Great. Okay, and so that was actually the only question I had for you today, Diane. I just wanted to give the audience one last piece for interview purposes before we go on to the candidate's experience. So before we go, I've been giving the audience so much information just over these last few sessions that we've done, and several sessions that we've done. I said few, but we've got more than 3. So before we go, you've got something that you want to offer our audience. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I have a pre-gift for everybody. It's a cheat sheet on how to build your resume and what the 6 key sections of the new resume are that at least I recommend. And so it's a 2-page downloadable sheet, a cheat sheet, and it's real easy. Go to www.resumebuildercheatsheet.com and you click on it and you can download my little cheat sheet that will show you a bunch of information on how to build today a powerful resume that I call it above the fold resume, because just like in marketing or branding, people buy newspapers for the front half of the top half of the front page. They don't sell newspapers because what's on the back page, that's what your resume needs to do. All the key stuff needs to be on above the fold. And so I teach people how to write an above the fold resume. So I hope everybody enjoys it and can find great value in really evaluating, oh, gee, I maybe have to make some changes in my resume to meet today's market.
That's a great gift to offer, especially like you said, since we've talked about how important those resumes are. So to the audience, definitely take advantage of this. You don't want to miss this. Again, it's at www.resumebuildercheatsheet.com. Diane has just been so gracious to offer that to you all. You all should be walking away like running, not walking, running to go fix all of this stuff, because I mean, there are definitely jobs out there that need people. And if it's just because you can't get your resume right or your interviewing's not right there yet, I mean, this session should be giving you that jump start. So Diane, thank you again so much for taking time out of your day to do this with me. It's just been such a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you, Lana. I've enjoyed every second of it.
Good. And I also want to thank the audience for tuning in to the New Year, New Job, New Outlook Summit again. As you know, I'm your hostess, Lana Hill. And remember, the first step to getting your dream job is waking up and grabbing a hold of it. So join us for the next video where we get into